Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, it is your friend Tyru the Shogun. Tonight is Friday Night Wrestling with the Supershow Wrestling Promotion here on Fire Pro Wrestling World. Um, Couple of things that I'm going to discuss as we get prepared for the April card. Um, Tuesday when uh, I wrapped up the stream, we had gone through the first 3 months. There were things that were happening. There were contract negotiations that weren't going my way. There were a few things that I did not um, like. So I wanted to see if I could circumvent the system, change it up a little bit, but keep certain situations at hand So it took me till about 4:30 in the morning. My wife Echo was not very happy with me the next day. Um, but I found a way to uh, have my cake and eat it too, as far as Fire Pro promoter is concerned. There is a hack, or not necessarily a hack, but a built-in cheat to where if you select when you're selecting the number of promotions that you're competing against plus the difficulty of what you're doing, if you hold like the left for on your Xbox controller on the PC, you would hold the left button and the left trigger while you're doing all that, and then when you select everything, you get to have your custom promotion roster, and it works. Apparently, it really works with a custom promotion. Um, but your customer, you can use all the people that you have in your custom promotion and not have any issues. So I'm still build what the idea is that I'm still building from the ground up. I just have I have a large amount of money that I have available to me. Plus, I also was able to start the promotion with 16 wrestlers. Um, so everybody that I've created that was specifically either uh, creations like myself, Echo, and my brother Matsuo. Um, those three, um, the boss, Sage, and wait for it. Those three, the the original group of wrestlers from SRG Promotions, um, El Super Hombre, Snake Pit, Big Shot, Rising Sun, Polly Pacone, and EDM. They're all in. Um, Angel Lynn, Ember Wolf, and Cheetah. I've got in. So I've got everybody in. I've also went ahead and went through and and went up through the first 3 months of the situation. So we're still in April where we left off last time, but it's one I have a lot more money instead of $200,000 to work with. I have $10 million to work with, um, and I also have everybody that was uh, created into the game that is part of the SRG promotion into the SRG promotion and in the game. So, with that being said, Brian, wait for it, is still the Super Show champion, and I am currently in the process of building the April card, where I think I'm going to let me look at what I've got going on here. Um, I'm probably going to go ahead and have the main event of the night be the juniors uh, championship match. Um, so what that's going to entail is that's going to entail um, let's see, special winner rating. I'm also making sure that I've got everything written down so I can take care of that. Let's see. We are going to go ahead and configure a title match for, I want to say, the fifth match. We're going to go with the Super Show Junior Heavyweight Championship. And then we are going to have Sage in the match, and then we are going to have, I want to say it's Ember. Yeah, it is going to be Sage versus Ember Wolf for the first shot at the Super Show Junior Heavyweight Championship. So PW Junior. It's going to be Sage the Witch versus Ember Wolf. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I want to do. We'll do a single match here where we're going to go. We're going to go Big Shot versus. Go Big Shot versus Super Hombre. We're going to give Matsu Okoto, probably get him a break next month, versus Snake Pit. And then we'll put the Boss versus the Rising Sun because reasons. All right. So that's the match card that we're going to come up with. We're going to go Steve Sofrino versus the Rising Sun. We are going to go Matsu Okoto versus Snake Pit. And then we're going to do Big Shot versus El Super Hombre. All right. So that is what we're going to do here. And what I will probably do over the weekend is that I'm probably going to somewhat write out what I want to have for the 3 months that we are going to be playing tonight or playing during the streams, and trying to get some things situated and stabilized here. So we're still going to be in a kind of in a rural town. We'll just, whatever. We're going to be in a small hall, which is going to give us a capacity of about 3,000 people. I want to see what the medium hall is. Yeah, no, we're not anywhere near that yet. We're going to go 3,000. We're still going to stay with social media. We're going to go ahead and pick up Charles Robinson as a referee, since it doesn't seem to cost anything for that. Um, and then we will see what happens here. So let's go ahead and let's get ready to go with our first set of matches for the evening. We're going to go with Tairu the Shogun Miramoto versus Polly Pacone. Let's see if I can cancel, confirm match card. There we go. And then proceed. All right. All right. Next match. Here we go. Opening match of the night. So let's see how Tairu goes against Paulie Pacone.
Fight.
Into the what? Oh, what a way to get out of that. Shogun with the right hands, putting the chops in, goes in for the suplex. Now the Shogun and Paulie, I have Paulie stuff up. I do not have Paulie stuff up in there. I will fix that for next stream. But I went back and I made sure that I know what everybody's signature moves or finisher moves look like, so that I can help call them better and learn how to call these matches a little bit better. So I'm trying to get better at doing this particular situation. One of the other things that I have been working on is I've been working on the character entrances, and you can import music into the no, not quite ready for the revolver yet. But the thing is that they've got you can import music in, and I don't know, even if I'm using it in a different video game, if WWE or anybody else like that is going to have issues with it. So when I'm done with everybody's entrances, everybody's getting a unique entrance and everything else of that nature with their specific music. I will run a stream to see whether or not I get copyrighted or not, and if not, then we'll continue to do that. Shogun there with the Seiru suplex. Once again, I think I have that. Yeah, I have got the Gura body, that body choke slam, the Gunbai. That's right. It's the war fan that I'm using. It's the Gunbai that. Oh, there's the super kick by the Shogun. Like I said, I will run a stream to see if I get copyrighted. If I get copyrighted, then I won't then I will turn the entrances off. But just note that if I created characters, goodbye. Kick. See what the Shogun does there. Taunting. Could this be over? Goodbye for the 5th time, since it's just a signature move. Super kick by the Shogun on Paulie. If I do get copyrighted, then I'll turn the entrances off. But if it's characters that I've created, I will publish them on the Steam Workshop to allow you guys, if you have Fire Pro Wrestling World, to have everything that I've created. I'm not planning on doing a lot of that until I'm either satisfied with timings of things and with everybody's moveset and so on and so forth. So that's a project that might be closer towards, step up in security by the Shogun. That may be a situation that may be a Christmas gift at the end of, towards the end of the year. So look forward to that. I'll give you more details as I come up with the plan. Paulie, send the Shogun into the ropes. He doesn't want to deal with that. Here's the punch combo by the Shogun. Shogun has been the most aggressive of the two wrestlers in this particular match. With Paulie Pacone trying to get that situation situated. Gun by. Step up in security. I know that the Shogun is probably either prepping for either the katana or the revolver. The revolver being the Shogun's 450 off the top rope. Elbow. Nice suplex by the Pigeon. Let's see what the Shogun does here. Puts him out. Looks like he's trying to get him into the drop zone, but not necessarily being successful at it. Seiru suplex. And the Shogun wins with the Seiru suplex. Okay. So they play the music at the end of the match. How long does that go? Okay. I may be able to get away with that. With an 82 percentile on the match card. That's not terrible. All right. Next match, Big Shot versus El Super Hombre. And let's see how we go here. Nice body slam by El Super Hombre. Test of strength. Big Shot with the clubbering hand across the back of the neck. Let's see what these two luchadors have in store for us. Big body slam that sends the Big Shot out of the ring. Not for very long. Arm lock for the shoulders. For the shoulder strikes, trying to weaken that arm up so this test of strength will be a bit better and a bit bigger for the Big Shot. Sent into the corner turnbuckle, the El Super Hombre trying. And I know that's a punching combo for the Big Shot. Pinfall by the Big Shot, only for a 1 count. Oh, once again, body slammed right out of the ring. El Super Hombre is being aggressive with that ring out type situation. El Super Hombre trying to do something to there, maybe getting for the super hold. That could be tough. That could be tough. That overhead face buster might be the tough luck by the Big Shot. Being dragged out to the middle of the ring. Super Hombre telling the Big Shot it, not today. Nice takedown. That might have been the... No, that's not quite the burn. That's not quite the Fujiwara armbar. There it is. There's the El Super hold. Big Shot being able to get out of the El Super hold. Looks like they may be trying to set up for the last word. Nice DDT by Ombre. Irish whip into the ropes. Nice. Kona Karana. Shining Wizard. Pinfall. One. Only on a 1 count. Good sequence by the Ombre. Super kick. That's the El Super Slam. Drop kick, missile drop kick from the top rope by El Super Hombre. Not quite the last word from the Big Shot. Nice high vertical suplex by the Big Shot. Let's see what they've got coming up together here. Throw into the corner turnbuckle. Tough luck. Almost. Oh. Super Hombre up with that high, again, on that high vertical suplex. That's a very, all that blood coming to the bottom of the brain. Now Big Shot throws him out. See what El Super Hombre is capable of doing. Burning hit. El Super Smash. Shooting Star Press. 2. Oh, so close! That was definitely El Super Smash into the standing Shooting Star Press for the attempted win. That was the El Super Rana. A couple of moves that I've given him. We haven't seen the Sling Blade. Pinfall 1, 2. Oh, what a kick out by Ombre. Both men exhausted in the ring. I need to move my camera. There we go. I have to remember to do that when I'm doing Fire Pro until I get my new overlays set up.
2, 3.
Okay. There is the El Sling Blade. El Super Blade. Here we go. Oh, trying to get ready to get for the El Super Smash. Oh, what a super kick. What does Ombre have in store for him? Oh! Spear out of a cannon. 1, 2. Oh! super slam. Kick to the back. What does Ombre have in store here? Off the ropes. Misses out of the cannon. Both of them collide, both on the ground, trying to figure out if they've got enough juice in the tank. That looked like that could be tough luck. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.5. L Super Smash. Standing shooting star press. I may have to change that for some people because that's how they peg. That'll be this weekend's project. Oh, super hold. Bang! So you guys get a preview of what I've got in store for each character's entrance. Fish Strike Sleeper. That's not his L Super hold. So you guys do get at least a little bit of a preview of what the what music I have for each of the characters. All right. That was a very good win. All right, next match. It's going to be Matsuo Koto versus the Snake Pit. And let's see how this is going to shake out. Matsuo throws the Snake Pit out of the ring. Snake Pit dragging Matsuo out into the area. Let's see what Akoto has to offer this time around. We're trying to set up, trying to get some records together for somebody who can become the #1 contender for the World Championship, or for the Supershow Heavyweight Championship. As with the reset that I've done, and I did like 5 of them because I was trying to figure things out. Trying to find somebody, or trying to find a way to, basically I kept where I had Wait For It be able to keep the championship. Wait For It hasn't wrestled in 3 months now. So we shall see how that handles up shortly. Snake Pit with that looked like the Constriction, if I remember correctly. Pinfall 1, 2. All right. Nice chop. Snake Pit trying to establish the Newman faction as one of the dominant factions in Supershow wrestling. Between him, Paulie, and Big Shot. Oh, here we go. Drop kick. Step secured by the snake pit, by the villain himself. Let's see what he has in store for the Yojimbo. Oh, nice throat chop by the throat chop by the Yojimbo is the Lion's Truth. So you'll be seeing that particular move a little bit more often, trying to soften people up for either the Ancestor's Rest, which is a crossface, or maybe even Lion's Lariat. Let's see what happens here. Snake Pit setting up, backslide. Nice attempt. Only got a 1 count though. Nice DDT by the Yojimbo. Let's see what Matsuo Koto is capable of doing here. Trying to get on the attack and on the advantage. But Snake Pit with that suplex, trying to keep momentum going. Nice right hands. Oh, thrown right out of the window.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Nice backbreaker by the Yojimbo.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice DDT. Let's see if they can get in before the 20 count.
13, 14, 15.
Alright, let's see what Akoto has going on. Pinfall. 2. Super kick by the villain. Let's see what the villain has in store. Really base him off of Shawn Michaels? Man. Oh, nice step up knee by the Yojimbo. Alright, here comes the Yojimbo. Let's see what he can do here. Nope. Vertical suplex once again. That might be the Rapid Dragon that might be Viper's Pit. Oh! Death Seeker corkscrew moonsault by the Yojimbo, known as the Death Seeker. And that was the snake bite driver. Able to get out of that. Back to this. Oh, exchanging super kicks. Both men exhausted. Here comes 1, 2, 2.9. Oh, so close. Back off to the ropes. What does Snake Pit got in store? That may have been the snake bite. The Kotoro stomp. Yeah, that was the snake bite. Super kick. Oh. Now we've got to see what Snake Pit has in store. Oh, there's the lines. There's the Lion's Truth. That's what I was looking for. Nice moonsault out to the apron. Lion's Truth again. There goes the snake bite Driver. Or no, that's not the Snakebite Driver. That was the Viper Suplex. There's the Snakebite Driver.
17, 18, 19.
Oh, so close to the 20 count. Rolling senton by the Yojimbo. Backbreaker. What are we setting up here? Viper suplex once again by the snake pit. Snake bite. Once again, snake bite. Viper suplex. Actually, the Viper's pick. Excuse me, Viper's pick. There's the snake bite once more. Back body drop by the Yojimbo. Thrown back out of the ring by this villain. What have they got in store for each other? There's the punching combo.
6, 7, 8.
Viper's pick. Super kick by the Yojimbo.
14, 15.
Head back into the turnbuckle. What is Snake Pit having wrong? Misses. Step up insecurity by the villain. Thrown out of the ring by the Yojimbo. Let's see what these two have in store for each other outside.
3,
Oh, what a DDT.
5, 6,
Thrown into the
9, 10, 11,
super kick.
13, 14.
Oh. Superplex by the Snake Pit villain. 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping I don't get killed for that. But a 97% match. That was really good between the two competitors there. All right. Next match is going to be the Boss Steve Sofrino versus the Rising Sun. Let's see how this goes on. Both men feeling each other out. Nice takedown by the Rising Sun, who I believe is in his second match of... Third match. Nope, second match of the groups of his Super Show career. Sends the Boss outside. I think I am going to have a... I think I've got enough to do it. Super Sons, Newman. Yeah. Next, or the May event will be the beginning of the tag team tournament, where the tag team champions will be crowned. I think I'll make it a tournament. I think I'll make it tournament style to begin with, to where it will be Crime Wave. Well, the 4 teams will be Crime Wave, Newman, the El Super Sons, and the Dynasty. Oh, nice power bomb. See if I can start recognizing the signature moves and finishers. That'd have been the Golden Gun, the Super Punch, the Superman Punch by the Boss is what we were calling the Golden Gun. Thrown back into the corner. Pinned by the Boss. 1, 2. Power bombs the Cartman toss. Or no. Rising Sun's got involved in here. Double underhook. I don't remember. Backbreaker Russian leg sweep is going to be. Now that was the rolling punch. That was definitely the Boss Hammer. So we're starting to see we're starting to see the moves start coming around. El Super Sun. Sorry, I've got the tag team on the brain. The Rising Sun showing off his moveset here. Showing off the moveset quite well. We've got an ad coming in about a minute, so if you don't want to deal with the ads while we're on the live broadcast, there goes the Golden Gun again. 1, 2, 2.9. Again, consider subscribing to the channel where you get ad-free viewing. So we're getting ready to go to commercial break. What will happen while we are away from the action? Boss with a right hand trying to show off. See if anything is going to happen with the Super Sun, with the Rising Sun here. Oh! Nice DDT by the Boss. That may have been, no, it wasn't quite the Boss Hammer. That was a straight lariat. What is the Rising Sun going to do? He eats a clothesline. That's what he's doing. Nice move by the Rising Sun as we go to commercial break. Both men down. Rising Sun back to his feet first. V-trigger. Well done. Kamigoye, hook-legged and pinfall. Good match by the Rising Sun and the Boss. All right. I will wait out the minute 20 or so for the main event. So far, we've had a pretty good setup here. I'm going to go ahead and put in the information at least for the May event. We're going to go Suns versus Crime Wave. All right, we got about got about 10 seconds left in the ads. And then we'll give it another 20 on top of that. The ad break says it is ended. All right, with everything seemingly back up and running and back to normal, we're going to go ahead and go to our last event for the April, or the last match for the April event. We are looking at Sage versus Ember Wolf for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. And let's see what happens here. Both ladies have had pretty impeccable records going into match. So So I fear that they deserve to be some of the, or at least deserving of the first set of tag team championships or junior championships. I'm also thinking about oh, that's cute. Now I don't have all the moves situated for Ember Wolf. For the ones that I brought in that were already created for SRG, Ember's one of them, Angel Lynn's the other, or Ember's one, Angel Lynn's the second, and Cheetah's the third. What I might do is I will end up taking taking the creations and doing some edits on it. Basically, create a new character with that particular personality. Keep all the right information about it. Nice elbow by Amber Wolf. Checkpoints. Make sure everything's at least fair. And then work on their entrances with their own music and so on and so forth. So that if I don't get nailed with copyrights on entrances, then we can see everybody's entrance and have everybody have their own stuff here. That's what I'm kind of hoping to get. I'm kind of hoping to be a lifeline to seeing people who have characters within the SRG universe. Nice vertical suplex. Who have characters within the SRG universe be able to quote unquote bring those characters to life as best I can. 2.9. What a match. This could be over quick. But Sage is staying up on that. And I honestly think the ones that are also that I didn't create may be a little OP. I will check points after the stream. Oh, there's the witch's brew right there. Elbow from the top rope. Sage is there's the super kick. Here we go. Combo. I have a feeling that what I've got and what was produced here may be a little bit out because Ember has been on. She's primarily been on the offensive and been able to get a lot of her moves out. To whereas Sage, while being able to handle it herself right now, may be out outpoint and outmatched, but I'm not absolutely certain because I can't tell. Um, but again, I will suss that out before Tuesday Night Wrestling next Tuesday here on the channel, Tyree the Shogun. Again, I will deal with that. That is behind the scenes stuff that I will look at there. 79% for our new champion. New champion crowned. All right, so we had a full house of over 3,000. We had an average card rating of about 87%, which is pretty good. I like to get things up into the upper 90 or in the lower to mid 90s, but right now we're doing okay. That's what they have to say. Emperor of Supershow won the Supershow Junior Heavyweight Champion. Great success. We're ready to book a bigger venue. Yeah. Now we have to see about that bigger venue and being able to deal with that. Eric Raw won the Raw Heavyweight Champion. Cassidy and Araya. Bianca of SmackDown won the SmackDown heavyweight belt. It almost makes you want to think that, hey, we made money this month. That's good. You have a singles tournament scheduled with Raw. I have tried to deal with this, and I don't know how that's supposed to work. Okay. Okay, Jim has reached maximum wrestler capacity to renovate and make space for the future talent. I don't know what that means because I go to management and I go to the training center. I have a level 3 gym and I can't get any more wrestlers than what I already have. I'm going to go through and maintain our situation right now. I am going to go ahead and I will invest in the rec room. I will invest in the lounge. I'm just going to go ahead and invest in everything. Okay, so everything but the gym, the gym's at level 3, everything's at level 1. We'll make do here in a little bit. Okay, produce merchandise. We need to let's go with go with a 3,000. Begin production. We will 3,000 the pictures. We will 3,000 the goods. Return. We don't have anything there. Return here. Management. No. Return. Human resources. Return. Event. Cross promotion. See, that's what I don't understand. They're like, I have this thing first, and then it goes, no, you can't do that. Can I loan somebody to you? I will loan out. Who's in the best shape? Wow, you're not doing so hot. You need some rest. Um, okay. See, that's why I don't understand. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, so standard event. Do it the hard way. We will go champion, the boss. Let's see. Versus Super Ombre and Rising Sun. And then tag. There we go. Tyru Miramoto versus Matsu Okoto. Versus Big Shot versus Polly Pacone. And then we'll go singles action. Put in Echo versus Angel Lynn. And we will go Neko versus Ember Wolf. And then we will have EDM go against Cheetah. let's go. Well, okay. If we go American Urban, Full House 5,000. If we go $20 on ticket price, that takes us down a little bit. But if we TV commercial, what if we print ad? We still turn a profit? That might be what I'm doing here. Is turning a profit. Is trying to turn a profit. 45, 90. That's technically 90K, almost 100K. Sure, why not? All right, we have moved to a bigger venue because we've gone into the city. And let's see what happens in the first of the two tag matches.
Behold the king of kings. On your knees, dog.
I guess I'll figure out about the whole. I'll find out about the whole copyright thing soon.
The king in red as he walked from the place.
Because I've only worked on one of these four people's intros, and that's mine. This is going to be one of those. All right. Like I said, I'll figure out copyright later. Sooner than later. Alright, Ombre with Brian Schmidt. Or wait for it. And see what these two teams have strategy for in order for them to advance into the tag team tournament. Both competitors seem to be feeling each other out for the first time. For tag for the El Super Sons. Do I have to like, okay, wait for it, kicking out of the double team here.
Golden Trigger!
Again, this is where I'm going to have to start working on other things to make sure that I'm not a full situation, you know, everybody's doing the exact same thing. Because remember, when I created the characters, a lot of the characters I created off of Kenny Omega. Because it was easy, and his body style, his body style and everything else like that works for having the regular professional wrestling look. But I didn't want to spend 8 hours going through 60 different combinations for move sets, so I may have to actually do that this weekend. So we shall see what happens in that particular situation. Good Lord. Because, I mean, the El Super Sons are apparently going to be off of
Golden Trigger!
Yeah, it's based off of Omega, and his double team stuff is the Golden Trigger. So I'm gonna have to fix that. I will have to fix that. And I don't know if you guys want to watch me do a character creation or a character bit stream, because that's boring. Because that's just trying to figure out what moves are going to work, you know, all this other stuff. And it's just a bunch of menu work back and forth. So, again, that's going to be that's going to be, you know, Saturday, Sunday when I'm watching football, going through everything and making sure that that these teams are going to be able to do what I want them to do and not have everybody being Kenny Omega with the Golden Trigger. So I am going to work on that over the weekend, so it won't be that bad come Tuesday. God, that is absolutely horrible. I'm going to fix that. 2. Nope, not quite. Out of the ring.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It's like the crime wave is just beating up on the El Super Sons. This is a rough thing. And like I said, it's one of those ones where I'm like, they're based off of Kenny Omega. I have to go in and I have to fix all of the double teams. I have to fix the double teams. I have to fix triple teams because there's a 6-man bit. So this becomes an interesting situation for me as we look to, as we look towards everything. There's the El Super Smash. What do we got going on here? Okay, so wait for it. He's trying to keep everything situated. What a poison Rana. Tag, here comes the boss. El Super Hombre trying to get out, or trying to mitigate the double teams here. And seemingly doing a good job of it, keeping the offense up. And there's a El Super Smash for the boss as well. What is this going to mean for the tag team tournament? Here comes the Rising Sun.
Golden Trigger!
Kick out on 2. The boss now taking full control of the match. What is he going to be able to do here? As the Rising Sun now pours on the offense. What a DDT by the boss in response. That was kind of impressive. Not a good opening score, but relatively impressive nonetheless. All right, give me one moment as I get all right. Let's look at the next match. work for Big Shot. All right, let's see what the Dynasty can do against the Newmans, or against Newman's henchmen. See if the momentum that they have acquired through, at least the Shoguns win last month might be able to help them propel themselves into the finals of the tag team tournament next month. That arm, not allowing the Shogun to get a lot of offense going. Oh. That is, I believe that's lights out. No, that was the last word by the Big Shot. Here comes the Dynasty. Let's see what they are capable of doing. Jumbo seems to be going fairly well, being able to knock down both opponents, not being phased by this double team. Forcing that test of strength and taking his will over on Paulie. Pigeon trying to figure out what he can and cannot do against the Yojimbo. Seemingly quick tags in and out. There's a double super kick by the Dynasty. Paulie Picone trying to fight out of his own set of double teams. Right hands being exchanged by the Pigeon and by the Shogun. Again, quick tags by the Dynasty. Boom. Double powerbomb by the Big Shot.
5 minutes gone.
Big Shot in full control of this match right now. But here comes the Yojimbo exchanging right hands. What can they do in order to be able to stop this situation? Get a 1 count. Stomp by the Big Shot. Tag made. Here comes Shogun and the Pigeon, all 4 men in the ring. What is this going to prove? Well, it shows that the henchmen are indeed getting the upper hand here, but here comes the Dynasty. Dynasty on the run. Picone with a devastating DDT, but yet here comes the Shogun. What has he got up his sleeve? Not a whole lot at this point. Picone back in control of the match. More with the shoulder strikes. Just trying to wrench that arm out of place to where it's not going to be as effective as it should be. When it comes to the chops and or punches that the Shogun can throw. back into the corner. Tagged. Both teams tag in their partners. We shall now see who's going to get the upper hand here. All right, Yojimbo, Big Shot are the ones in control or in the match legal. They're out of the cannon. Wasn't quite Ancestor's Rest. Oh, roll up. DDT by the Yojimbo. Getting back over to his corner, tagging in his partner. Here comes the Shogun, and here's the full Dynasty. Super kick party. Clothesline in the turnbuckle. Not a pleasant feeling for it. Here is, oh, vertical suplex by the Big Shot. Oh, another suplex by the Pigeon this time. Super kick. Oh. All right, here comes the Yojimbo. Matsuo with Tairu. Elbow onto Tairu, but Matsuo is the legal one in. Super kick by the Shogun. Is it going to be enough with all of rolling senton by the Yojimbo? Oh, all the way out to the floor.
2, 3.
Oh, there with lights out. Or no, that was a shutdown. Super kick. Out of a cannon. Exchanging signature move after signature move. Out of the cannon again. All right, 1, 2, kick out. All 4 men in the ring now. Tag, here comes the Shogun. Looks like we're getting another tag with Holly. Holly and the Shogun just going back and forth. Drop kick. What has Paulie got in mind? Looks like he's climbing the top rope. Top rope elbow. But yet Shogun's back on his feet. Oh, and Shogun to the outside.
2, 3.
Nice DDT. Shot out of a cannon. 1, 2. God bless it. excellent match. All right. Next match, Echo Muramoto versus Angel Lynn. All right, Angel Lynn with the takedown. Let's see what the ladies have going for us tonight. But hopefully the Imperial Librarian is going to be able to withstand the onslaught and pick up the victory. Headlock by the Huntress. Oh, Codebreaker. Imperial Librarian getting out of that. Ooh. We'll get the ad break coming up in a minute. So once again, as I'm specifying, if you want complete ad-free viewing, complete ad-free viewing, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't have to worry about those pesky ads, or catch the replay of this particular. That's an illegal. That's where the bell comes from. 2. Catch the mod on YouTube usually the next day. Actually, I got a couple of things I need to do for VODs when I get done with this. So that's 2. Shining Wizard by the Huntress. Like I said, I'm hoping that the points aren't such a situation where some of these, the ones I did not personally create, are just OP. Oh, nice. Nice shot there by the Imperial Librarian. great suplex. Hopefully this will help the Imperial. Oh, thrown right through the ropes.
1, 2, 3.
Wonderful vertical suplex. Oh, 450 by the Imperial Librarian. See what we got here. Librarian on the attack, not backing down from the Huntress, putting the elbows to her, but back into that headlock. 2. Nice punch by the Imperial Librarian. Will we see Isekai tonight? Codebreaker by the Huntress. Angel in with the cover. 1, 2, 3. I have a feeling that the 3 that I picked up are a little OP. These are relatively quick matches. All right, next match is going to be Neko versus Ember Wolf. Alright, let's see how this particular fight goes. If we get another kind of 10-minute squash, I'm probably going to call... I'm going to probably call the stream and do the homework, because... I don't like my creations being, underpowered or overpowered. Neko looks like she's holding her own for right now. We're only like a couple of minutes into the bout. Nice forearm there. distinct feeling that I'm gonna have. Well, one, I know I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do a whole lot of work to get everybody back on the same, to get everybody on the same page, to get everybody on the same level of situations. And I'm going to also, now that I can see things, I'm going to work on Neko's mask just a little bit. I don't like that gray right there, but I will, I'll probably make that red to match her skirts. Woo!
5 minutes gone.
It is a good looking match so far. Widow's Peak. Too close to the ropes. Okay, that was okay. Neko is pulling out the stops. But is it enough? I think that was Ichi-Nissan. That is what I call the growl lift. That is the rapid turn DDT. Or it might be the Lucky Bells, which is the Deja Vu DDT.
1, 2.
Good kick out by Neko.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, at under 10 minutes. Yeah, I think the numbers aren't. I think the numbers are off. Because I think most of the characters that I'm working with are playing with 120. They may be playing with the full 240. Yeah, we're probably going to call this one just a little bit early. I promise we will do 4 months on Tuesday. Because you can see the differences in the matches. Okay, 79%, sure, 80, but 88, 73, 74. There's a drop off there, and it shows because there's probably and I'll probably see it here between EDM and Cheetah, because Cheetah is one of the ones that is also not my initial setup. So we shall see what happens there. Okay. Nice uppercut start by EDM.
Yeah.
And like I say, depending on situations and whatnot, I may put this out as a project to put out the SRG universe as much as I can, or that is those that who have subscribed to become part of my show, to have the characters out as a fully fleshed out, fully dreamed out Fire Pro Wrestling World character that I will put in as a package deal in the Steam Workshop. So that may be, like I said, that may be a Christmas project. That may be a New Year's project. But it's something that I want to give back to the community. So hopefully I can get enough people into the Federation in order for us to have a nice roster and bring some characters to life. That's the whole point of this particular situation, is to bring in new characters, possibly recruit some superstars, but we have to wait for free agents and things of that nature. But I plan on having this being definitely a federation that I'm going to have. Well, if it looks like I'm going to be doing 3 months a stream, we might be doing a 10 to 15 year promotion, just because we're talking like every four streams or every month I'm doing a year. So this could be a 10, 15, 20 year situation for the characters in order for them to keep going. And we may refresh or re-gimmick characters if they retire. Okay, that was disturbing. Yeah, I'm seeing the fact that Cheetah here is just absolutely dominating this match. Yeah, I think the ones that I did not create, their numbers are probably fully maxed out to where mine are halfway, if. But like most of my characters are like that. Like most of the ones I downloaded are like that. They got it too for the Cheetah. Canadian Destroyer. Ooh, so close. See what we got going on here. EDM putting the work in. changed enough of his signature moves where he's not completely AJ. 2.9. I didn't bring anything for EDM. Again, that'll be stuff that I will put in my notes later on. Whoa. Cheetah kind of in control. Ooh, 2.9. Okay, guys, I have to be right back. Okay, scratch that. Roll up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't not 12 minutes, 13 minutes. I don't think that's going to be in probably the grade. 78, not terrible. All right. All right, this is not going to be a full success. It's a success. Yeah, I'm worried about our next event too. Then there's a lot of things here that I don't understand, especially about who's winning the belts. Ugh. Not a good. AAA went bankrupt. They're out of the biz. Do not follow their example. Oh my God. Mike Bennett left Ring of Honor. Your promotion was featured in a Latin American magazine. Diego from MLW is asking to fight in one of our events. Sure. Okay. Book event. Standard event. Normal match. Configure title match here for the heavyweight tag team champion. Where we will go. We will go El Super Sons. El Super Sons. versus Big Shot. Polly. Then single match. Diego Hill will go up against Tyru. All right. So you go Tyru Yamamoto versus Diego Hill of MLW. We will go Kodo versus Steve Sanpino, the boss. We go Kat Neko versus Sage. And I think I'm missing a match. Yeah, I am missing a match. Single Angel Lynn versus Emble. Confirm card. Didn't want to do that, but whatevs. Okay. Merchandise looks good so far. Turn, human resources. happened to my Dynasty logo? Okay, I'm going to find a kind of suitable. I'm gonna try to find a suitable kind of quote unquote bad guy. Okay. Okay. Popularity America C. Let's see what happens. We'll go ahead and we'll do this card since it was a. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this works. Now this should be a more even match than what we've seen the last couple of matches with My Creations versus the others. So hopefully this will be a better match, a more even match. Because if it is a more even match and it's a better match, that tells me that the points are off. You know, or their points are the same. My points are off to what their levels are at. So I either have to bring their levels down, which is more likely what I'm going to end up doing, or I'm going to raise mine up to their level, depending on what the difference is. If the difference is a few points, then I'll bring everybody up. But if the difference is like 240 to 120, then I'm definitely going to have to cut them in half, cut their stuff in half. So we shall see. I'm wondering how many illegal bells happen before the DQ. So I've not seen that before. But right now, it looks like it's a relatively even match. They're both kind of putting in the offense. So far, so good. One. But yeah, if the numbers are like double, then I will.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes gone. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And there's the Widow's Peak again. I don't know if that's her finisher or not. kick out at 2 on a very showy pin. That has to be a signature move. Is that the putting on the finisher? Oh, 2.9. So close once again. Nice combo. Elbow misses with the elbow. Drop the knee down. Shining Wizard. What has the Huntress got in store? Super kick. Moonsault pin. 940. That doesn't bode well for me. There's something funky in there somewhere, and I don't like it. All right, next match. All right, let's see what goes on between Sage and Neko now. These should be more evenly matched people because of the people. Again, the people that I've downloaded, most of their stat numbers are like 120 out of 240. So, and I think that's going to be like the numbers that I'm going to be putting together is that gonna put like 100, like I said, I'm gonna put like 120 out of 240 or something to that effect for each of the superstars. So I have to go and look at what has been done with the group and adjust situations accordingly. And that's twice with the Book of Spells. For Neko, what Neko's got in mind. Here comes... Nope. about to say she was about to she was looking for the jackpot. I guess I'm gonna have to like also figure out how to get people to go up towards, go up to the top rope for their finishers. That's gonna be again. All right, here we go. Here we go. Nope, not quite. Just looked for the jackpot. I mean, that was the thing.
Five minutes gone.
2. Good kick out. That may have been Ichi-Nisan, the leg sweep into the octopus hold. Nice DDT by Sage. Book of Spells. No, that's Ichi-Nisan. Neko with the getting the breather while Sage climbs back into the ring. More Book of Spells. Nice DDT by Neko. Neko trying to set up for either Ichi-Nisan or maybe even the jackpot. Nice Russian leg sweep. In the drop zone, Oh! Does not go for the jackpot, but goes for a splash instead. Could that cost her in the end? There's the 7 wonders. Nice drop kick by Neko. We will see what she's got going on here. Another drop kick. Both ladies trying to establish dominance here. Sage seems to be setting up. Sage trying to show something here. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And see, much better. 96%, meaning that there are evenly matched superstars. So it looks like I still have work to do. There's my Dynasty logo. I was wondering where it went.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, darling.
Alright, Boss versus Matsuo. Let's see how this match goes about. Both gentlemen are still trying to establish themselves as contenders in the heavyweight division, or in the men's division, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Is the more I will probably end up, because I think Cheetah is set as a junior. I will set set Cheetah as a heavy, and all the men are heavy, all the women are juniors, since that's the way they want to play it. Because this game apparently was built with New Japan in mind and not WWE in mind. Where you've got and if that's the way that it's going to be, then I could, especially with the fact that it's if that's the way that they're going to set it up. Here comes the elbow from the Boss. He misses. Here comes Yojimbo. Boss hammer. This can't be that short of a match. Punch to the gut by the Yojimbo. Can BC USA or the Dynasty come in and do some damage? We shall see. Oh, missed the golden gun. Drop kick by the Yojimbo. Cutters are just brutal onto the neck of the Yojimbo. Super kick. Second super kick. 1, 2. Oh, so very close. Oh, tombstone driver by the boss. Not quite the boss hammer, but pretty close. Punch combo by the Yojimbo. Let's see what he's got in mind. Flying body press off the top rope. Is that going to be enough? Second or third super kick. 1, 2. Oh, so very close. Matsuo putting in the work. Keeping the momentum alive. Seems to be putting on the offense. Oh, back body drop by the boss allows him to get out of the predicament and start the offense of his own. Golden gun to the back of the head. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Rolling senton by Matsuo. Nice missile drop. Boss pulls Mount, looks like into the drop zone. Oh. That looked like it was going to be a part of the Mad Power Bomb, or the Power Mad Toss. Back body drop. Into the drop zone? Maybe. No.
10 minutes gone.
That was... That may have been the grand grappling. Both men down. Who's going to take advantage? Who's going to get the pinfall? Nice DDT by the Yojimbo. Giving him a bit of the lion's truth. Misses the boss hammer. Catches him in the headlock punches. This is coming down to who can handle it the most. Golden gun. 1, 2, 3.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, darling.
With a 98% match evaluation. That was really, really good. All right, here is the guest match. And we'll see what happens here. All right, Shogun versus the guest, and let's see how this operates. Test of strength going into play. Both men trying to establish dominance for their particular brands. Shogun showing some muscle early on. Nice backbreaker by the Shogun. And see what he can pull off. It has been a kind of a hot minute since Shogun's won a match. It'd be the April event, so the first event of the evening. So let's see what the Shogun can do here. Not sure he's going to be able to pull off a lot of his particular ones. We've seen the Seiru suplex a couple of times. Oh, nice maneuver by Diego Hill. But tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by the Shogun. Definitely a signature move there for Diego. Right into another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. That's got to start taking its toll. Snapmare by Diego. Kick. Punch. 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 The right hand's coming right back around for both men. Diego goes down. Here comes the Shogun. Right into Kurt Kami's coils.
5 minutes gone.
Not quite enough. Being able to get out of the coils. Super kick by the Shogun. Punch combo out of the corner. Backbreaker. Once again, the Shogun trying to show dominance. Super kick. Trying to make sure that he doesn't lose on his home turf to an outsider. Nice forearm. Was Shogun got in mind? Whatever it was, wasn't a good idea. 2. Kick out at 2.5. 1. Kick out. Step up in security by Diego Hill. Nice drop kick, but nobody home. Diego putting him out in the middle of the ring. Super kick right into the mush. Shogun reversing what could have been the Angel's wings there. Cartwheel basement drop kick. We'll see what happens here. Thrown in the corner. Diego trying to establish kind of an old school turnbuckle throw. And Diego is starting to show why he is in the bigger promotion at MLW. Just putting the offense onto the Shogun. The Shogun shows you just can't stop him. drop kick.
10 minutes gone.
Not a good shot there. Haven't seen anything other than the super kick from the Shogun. He hasn't pulled out any of the signature moves. Chops into the corner, making that hurt. Super kick by Diego Hill. Cover. 1, 2, 2.9. So close. Can the Shogun recover and pull this victory out? Dragged out back to the middle of the ring. Tornado knee strikes. Elbows to the chin from both sides. Shogun needs to be able to do something here in order for him to be able to take the victory. Punch combo puts Diego Hill on the mat. What is Shogun going for? Phenomenal forearm by the Shogun. Roll up. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Backbreaker by the Shogun. Body slam. Shogun on the offense. Misses on the clothesline. Both men down. Diego back on the offensive. Finally throwing the Shogun out of the ring.
2, 3.
Shogun catching his breath and getting a 3 count in. Taking the elbow strikes. Missing that follow-up. Very well missed. But there's a follow-up drop kick to the back. This could prove to be bad for the Shogun. Both men down. What's going to happen here? Shogun back with the Uranagi. Kurakami's coils? No. Calf crusher. Calf crusher for the win. And that was cinched in and immediately a tap out. %, not terrible, but could have been better. But Tairo Muramoto saves home court versus MLW. And now the moment that we've been waiting for, the main event of the evening, is going to be the El Super Sons versus the Newman Henchmen for the Tag Team Championship. So let's see how this goes through. right, here we go. Starts off with El Super Hombre versus Big Shot, and see how this unfolds. And once again, starting off with those elbow strikes or shoulder strikes to weaken those arms up. Hombre sent out to the quickly sent out to the apron, but quickly got back in. Big Shot just manhandling El Super Hombre right now. Hombre trying to figure out what he can do. This is the second time he has been dumped out into the ring. Tag. Here comes the Rising Sun. Double team attempt by the Super Sons, but they are just being manhandled by Big Shot. Tag. Double team power bomb by the Newman henchman. Rising Sun just dodging and weaving and just getting the punches in necessary to weaken up Paulie and seeing if he can just kind of just death by 1,000 cuts, it seems.
Aha! 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 Aha!
Ankle lock in place. Into the corner turnbuckle. Nice turnaround. Tag. Both teams tag in their fresh partners. Let's see what happens here. Back double vertical suplex. Back to Hombre and Big Shot. Hombre trying to see what offense he can put together against the big man here. Once again, it's those shoulder strikes that weaken up that arm. Could prove to be a big difference. Too close to the ropes for the last word. And whatever offense Hombre is trying to muster is just being shut down by the Big Shot. There's a little bit of offense. Covered, not even a 1 count. Thrown up the corner turnbuckle. Hombre trying to see what he can do. Another body slam. Trying to drag him out to a drop zone, but just seems to want to stomp, picks him back up, and chunks him across the ring, allowing both teams to change. Paulie and Rising Sun are the legal men, but that double powerbomb keeps getting Hombre in a whole lot of trouble. Splash by the Pigeon. 2 count. Nice vertical suplex by Hombre. Now what is Super Sun going to do, or what is Rising Sun going to be able to do with this? Back suplex, moonsault pin, 2, and too close to the Big Shot to be really anything effective. And again, too close to that side of the ring in order to be effective. 2, kick out on 2.5. Hombre just getting punished by Big Shot. Looks like the henchmen are just in charge tonight. Finally, a power slam by 2. Oh, not quite. Almost had tag champions. double vertical suplex could spell trouble for the Rising Sun. Thrown to the ropes. They bounce off of each other. Looks like they're going to tag each other for fresh players. Hit with the shutdown, and then hit with the, I think that's called the bank vault from Holly. Shot out of a cannon. Rising Sun putting the ankle lock on Big Shot, even though he's not the legal man in the ring. Trying to soften him up and see what type of assistance he might be able to have. But now he's back in the outside of the ring. And Ombre trying to figure out what he can do against the Big Shot. This big, powerful person. Cover, 1, 2, and Rising Sun with the assist. Again, trying to wear down the big man. But Big Shot is just kicking out and kicking everybody. Spine buster. Big Shot just unloading on Ombre. Sundown. It's the Sundown. Finally got to see the Sundown from the Rising Sun. But I don't think that the Sundown is enough. Kicks versus strikes from punches. Oh, what a kick. Shot out of the cannon. Cover, 1, 2.
Golden Trigger!
El Super Hold. They are trying their hardest to do to keep or to neutralize the power. To neutralize the power of the Big Shot, but the Big Shot is just running roughshod over both these wrestlers. Shot out of a cannon. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, so close to having the Newman's henchman. 2. Breaks free. Ombre gets out or tags in his partner as quickly as he can, but once again, Big Shot able to take out both people, get his own partner back in. Paulie hit with the bank statement, shot of the cannon, missed in the drop kick. What has Paulie got in mind now? Tag to the Big Shot. Big Shot. Lights out. Out of a cannon. That should be it. 1, 2. Ombre saves the match. All right. Rising Sun Body slams Big Shot. What do you got? Tag. El Super Slam. Moonsault pin. 1, 2. Kick on 2. All 4 men down. Ombre back on his feet, but every time he gets in front of Big Shot kicks him back onto the ground. Tag. Double power bomb. Double power bomb. Eye rake. Down goes Ombre. Ombre getting vertical suplexed. Polly. Ombre finally get. Oh, nope. Here we go. Not quite. Almost El Super Slam. We've seen signature move after signature move. All right. Missile drop kick by Rising Sun. Into the corner turnbuckle. Tagged by Paulie. Super Sun, Rising Sun trying to stay with Big Shot, but Big Shot with those big hands have been just killer. Hits him with out of the cannon. Misses with out of the cannon. Onto the ground. What do you got? Kick combo. Desperation move by both men at this point. Thrown to the corner turnbuckle. Oh, exploder into the turnbuckle. Cover. Too close to the ropes. Shut down. Back into the corner turnbuckle. Reversed. Rising Sun goes back and gets Ombre. Tag. Both men have tagged out. So it's Ombre and Paulie that are the legal men in the ring. Ombre back and forth. Right hands. Super kick. Drop kick. Elbow back into the back of the chest. 1, 2. Paulie's calling for it. Maybe it's over. Is it over? Irish whip. Another face drop. Double V trigger. Could this be it? Exhaustive match. Back and forth between both teams. I believe Big Shot is the legal man. Yes, that is true now. And with the full Nelson, slant or full Nelson hold, taps out. Wow, 100% match evaluation. Way to go, all four members of the match. That is one way to end the stream for the evening. All right, let's look at the end event. Big and Paulie won this Super Show Heavyweight Tag Team belt to become the new champions. Yay! Great success. Full house. Attendants love the show. This will boost our popularity for sure. Average card rating of a 91. Hey, we made money. We're back almost to we're still there, but you know we're still at 9 million, and we're at 9.8, which is still pretty damn good. Nothing noteworthy happened this month. All right, year one, July management. Rey Mysterio left Raw. Let's see. Nico left NXT. El Super and EDM have been feuding for a while now, but hostilities have finally exploded between them. The industry is in an uproar. With words, boss let them solve it in the ring. All right, so we have Super Hombre versus EDM. Okay, then that will be a match that we will book for July, but that will have to be for Tuesday. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I want to thank everybody for being able to be here for the week that I've been